Let's build for the second animal that we are adding to Willow Creek City Zoo from the Eurasia DLC. The animal that we're building for in this episode is the wild boar. So without further talking, let's jump straight into today's episode. Hello everybody, I am Kiwi Plays and welcome to Willow Creek City Zoo. No matter if you are a returning subscriber or a new viewer, thank you so much for joining me back again in this beautiful episode. In this episode, as I did say, we are building for the wild boar. So I just love this habitat so much. I really do love how it turned out. I really do like how it turned out, honestly. I don't know, I feel like I didn't spend too much time on it, but at the same time, it wasn't really a super easy habitat, but I'm so happy with how it did come out. And yeah, it was a little bit complicated. It wasn't really complicated. The part that was really complicated for me was adding the plants, because in habitats like this, you really don't want to add so many plants because it really does look out of order. It looks really weird because this is a bit of a, like, not deserty, but just a habitat that needs to be really plain with lots of mud and stuff like that. I don't really know how to explain it, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Like, these sorts of habitats need to be very plain and without lots of plants and stuff like that. And I just feel like that's a little bit of my weak spot. Like, making habitats really look plain. I don't really know how to explain it. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying, but I'm really good at adding lots of rocks, lots of foliage, lots of plants. And when it comes to making these sort of like plainer habitats that just need to be filled with rocks and not a lot more, I just feel like that this is a little bit of my weaker side, since I feel like I'm just really good at adding plants and rocks and all of that. So yeah, that was why it was a little bit difficult and a little bit complicated to make it look as nice as I wanted it to look. But I feel like at the end I did really manage to make it as good as I imagined. So yeah, as you can see right now, I'm making this little, I don't know what to call it. I feel like I should call it a moat, just to keep the animals out. I put some mulch there, just so I'm gonna put lots of plants there just now. And right now, why I'm putting all of these paths in, it's because I use this trick when I want to add stuff like what's it called, like habitat enrichment things like this, that when you put them into the habitat, they flatten the terrain and it doesn't look really good. So there's this trick that if you put the paths down, then it can't actually change the terrain. And yeah, and that way you can really sink the habitat enrichment items in the ground and it doesn't change how the terrain looks. So that was what I was doing back there. As you can see, I added lots and lots of the mud baths because I feel like I just really do love how it looks. And since there's no way to just make the grass look the ground look very like muddy and very dirty, except for adding the dirt or the mulch from the gardening section, I feel like this is the best option to just really make it look a lot nicer, the habitat. So and other than that, the pigs can actually also use all of these enrichment items. So yeah, so that's also pretty good. But as you can see, I'm adding lots and lots of rocks right now. Lots and lots of rocks. As I said, this is really the part that I feel like I'm the best at. I also feel like since I've been watching lots of YouTube videos, I've also gotten better at building these like shelters and houses. I talked in the last episodes a lot that I was like feeling very intimidated by building these type of stuff. And whenever I need to start building like big houses or just shelters for any of the animals, I just start feeling intimidated. But I do feel like that since I've been watching quite a lot of like videos of all kinds of great YouTubers, I've gotten pretty good at it. So yeah, now you can see me adding more rocks, obviously, because how can you have a habitat without thousands and thousands of rocks? It just doesn't work out. Yeah, but I'm adding more rocks. I'm changing the color of the far rocks. The foul rocks, I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. Those small rocks I got from a blueprint from Caesar Creates. It's called Habitat Essentials, and they are just a couple of rocks, like these rock bundle, I don't know what to call it, like a package of little rocks, and I just use it to spread all over the habitat and to just make the habitat look good. Yeah, so let's move on to a different topic, and then I'll be back in a couple of minutes to explain to you guys what I'm doing in the habitat. Okay, so in this episode I'm not really going to talk about the new DLC, as I have talked about it a lot in the last following episodes. I've talked about it especially in the what's it called, the cougar habitat, and in the last episode that was for the Wolverine, which was the first habitat that I built for the Eurasia DLC. I talked a lot about the Eurasia DLC in those two episodes, even though I told myself I wasn't going to talk about it a lot, but I just got carried away, and I was like, yeah, I just really got carried away. So I'm not going to be talking about the DLCs in this episode. If you want to hear about my opinions about the DLC, I definitely will recommend you guys to go check it out. I will put a link on the screen right now to go and check out the videos. So yeah, go check out those videos if you want to know what my opinions about the DLC is. My opinions haven't really changed because I actually posted that video today and I recorded the voiceover yesterday, so I didn't really have any time to change my opinions. So my opinion still stands as exactly how I told you. So yeah, go check those episodes out. Okay, so I wanted to talk real quick about my schedule because I've been getting quite a lot of comments about it, and I feel like I just need to address it and move on real quickly. So hopefully this won't take too long, but I'm gonna try to say this as quick as possible. I've been getting quite a lot of comments telling me that I don't need a schedule, that I can just post whenever. I can post whenever I feel like it, that you guys really don't mind that I don't have a schedule, or that I don't post on these days, or that there are times that I miss out on episodes. But I feel like, firstly, for me, I really don't like to miss out on posting episodes because I have a goal of 8 videos a month, that I really want to stick by that and hopefully even get more than 8 videos a month posted. And I also have a goal of posting twice a week, and whenever I have a schedule, it just keeps my life really organized and I know exactly what I'm aiming for. I know that I need to record and film right now, and I need to eat quickly before I leave for training so I can record, and that I'll still have time to do the voiceover and still have time to edit the video. So I just really do like having a schedule in place, even though I know sometimes I won't be able to like follow through it, especially because this is really exciting news in my part, just in my day-to-day life, and I know this isn't going to be very interesting for you, but I feel like it's also important for me to share stuff about my life. I am, like, as you all probably know, or maybe you don't know if you're new, but I am a professional acrobat. I train in acrobatics every single day, 4 hours a day, and there are going to be like the World Championships in a couple of months, I think. About 9 months, there are going to be the qualifications for the World Championships. So I mean, stuff is just getting really crazy, and I mean, it's just so fun, and I really do enjoy training every single day, even though it does seem really hard. But like overall, I just like my life is just getting really crazy. But even though I'm saying that and I'm giving you all the reasons why I shouldn't have a schedule, I feel like for me personally, I really do like having a schedule, and I feel like it's the best for me. So yeah, enough rambling about that. That was 2 minutes and 45 seconds about talking about that nonsense. Let me move on to a different topic. Let me move on to the shelter. I want to talk about it a little bit. So this habitat was a little bit inspired by Caesar Creates' peccary build. I just mainly took inspiration of how to build habitats really plain, because he really does know how to both build amazingly detailed habitats and at the same time have them like really plain. I really don't know how he does it, and I wish I could do it as well. But I feel like I'm getting better, and I feel like I'm learning slowly. So yeah, this habitat is inspired a little bit by the peccary build, by his peccary build. And the shelter is also inspired by Caesar Creates. I don't know. I honestly, I was just building along. I don't really remember what it was inspired by. Maybe I made it up. Maybe I got inspired from something. But I was just watching my series and talking to friends at the same time and just building. So I really don't know what it was inspired by. I completely forgot, so that's on me. I'm so sorry for that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's inspired by Caesar Creates' peccary build, or if not by that, then it's inspired by my last build. But it's inspired by something. If I do remember, or if I'll remember, I'll put it down in the description below so you guys can go and check it out. Yeah, but that's where I got inspired by the habitat. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the interior, because I honestly, when I was building this, I was after a 7-hour training and I didn't feel like building a detailed interior, so I just didn't. I used a blueprint. I took a blueprint from the interior that I built for the Nyala, I'm pretty sure. No, what did I build in the last episode? The Red River Hog and the Nile Lechwe. I took a blueprint from that indoor area and I just copied it over here. You might see a video of it in the cinematics at the end, but I'm not sure. I completely forgot. My head is just like all over the place. So yeah, I just really didn't feel like building any like detailed shelter. So I honestly just didn't. So sorry for that, but now as you can see, I'm starting to detail and I'm starting to add lots of plants. Honestly, I could have just left it like this, but I feel like I'm trying to exit my comfort zone and try new stuff. So that's why you see me using the decals. I never actually use the decals, but I've actually started to use them in the last couple of episodes and in the last 3 episodes, in the last 2 Allo Dune episodes, and in this one. So in the last 3 episodes technically, and I don't know, I really do like it, but I feel like it's a little bit too extra for my liking. But I feel like I'm really willing and really open to trying new stuff. So that's really why I added all of the decals and all of those logs that you see. Those I really got inspired by Caesar Creates. I really wanted to add something like that. I want to also talk about the next habitat that I'm gonna build. I still haven't built it. It's probably gonna be for the swan, but I'm not sure. What I'm thinking is everybody has built for the swan. I've literally seen all of the YouTubers build for the swan. So I just wanted to be like generic and original. So that's the only reason why I don't want to build for the swan, but at the same time, I really do want to build for this one, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I would love it if you could leave me a comment in the comments down below. And that's also the reason why I built in the last episode for the Wolverine, because I imagined that I didn't think that a lot of people would build for the Wolverine. My words are getting all mushed up. I thought that people would mostly build for the Sloth Bear and the Swan. I was really sure that that was gonna happen. And that is what happened. So yeah, you can call me a genius if you want. But yeah, other than that, this is the end of today's episode. I wanted to say thank you all so much if you did watch until this point. If you did like this episode, please do go down below and leave a comment and a like. And if you are already down there and are not subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. But other than that, that's the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for watching until this point. Hope to see you in the next episode. Bye guys.